This is November 18th, 2019. It's a beautiful day out here, outside here in Louisville. The sun is shining and it's crisp and cool. I've got all my leaves raked up, but I still have to get rid of them yet, so I still have some work out there, but it's good to get out in the crisp, fresh air of fall. The climate here is one of the reasons why Shirley and I decided to stay here when I quit working in 1991. We didn't have a house. Our stuff was all in storage. And I'd been working at various places as a consulting engineer, and we didn't need furniture of our own because we always rented a furnished place as part of the project costs of the clients, so that we had very few expenses. When I decided to quit working, we wanted to build a house and establish permanent roots somewhere. We had traveled all over the world, or been around the world, literally, and every state in the Union. And we had lived here originally when I was with GE. We moved here in 1957, and it was an ideal climate as far as we were concerned. Had 4 clearly defined seasons, and yet none of the seasons were radically cold or hot. If it's a little too cold or a little too hot, stick around a day or so, and we get relief. It's really a green climate here. Lots of rain, lots of sunshine, very little snow or bad weather. We have a tornado or two periodically, and never regretted living here. It's a pleasant city. The people are friendly. And so after several discussions and considerations of the various places that we had been, such as Jerome, Arizona, which is a high elevation, beautiful place with snow and a lot of trees, but a very temperate climate, above Phoenix. But it was a long way from Louisville, and where most of our kids lived in this regional area of Kentucky, and we decided it was a little too far away. So we considered Michigan again, but Shirley didn't care for the winters up there, and I certainly was not going to insist on a place where she wasn't going to be happy. And we considered North Carolina and the mountains area, but when we boiled it all down, we couldn't find a place we liked better than Louisville. So we decided it was the place for us. Florida wasn't even on the list of potentials because neither one of us liked the hot summer climate. So we decided to start looking around for a house here in Louisville. We couldn't find one. I had decided that I wanted an exterior basement door or access so that I could get my tools and easily in and out and have access to the exterior without climbing stairs and so forth. The second criteria was that, and I didn't really talk about this a lot with her, but I knew she was deteriorating, and we would eventually need a wheelchair. And so that precluded any additional flights of stairs that might be involved with the house. So basically we were looking for a ranch house on a sloping lot with an exterior basement, and we just didn't find one. So we found this lot here in Glenmary, a nice, moderately priced subdivision, and lots of trees and so forth, and that we built on. So here are a few pictures of the house that we built then, and the development of the shrubbery and so forth as it is today. So we've been happy here, and the neighbors are great, and only 20 minutes to the airport or 20 minutes to downtown doctors or wherever, and ready access to interstates. The street dead ends about half a mile further on down the steep hill to a lake that's down there. There are 3 houses at the other side of the hill where you can see the trees in the distance. The thing that Shirley appreciated most were the close access to the neighbors and people that she could visit and be friends with. So we lived here together until 2018 on the 18th day of August, when she decided to leave me alone here and go to her eternal happiness. These are views from the backside of the house and along the driveway between our houses. You can see the size of the trees that surround my house and our neighborhood. Our house is the minimum size house permitted to be built in our subdivision, and it's roughly 2,200 square feet, as I remember, and they all have basements as a requirement. This large tree is probably a 200-year-old oak. It's really an immense, beautiful tree. And in the background, there's in the center there, in the dark, is a orange osage, which is an ancient tree growing. And in the back, I have several large ash trees that are also ancient and make beautiful lumber. This is a video of the current residence of my bride and our oldest daughter, Lucille, at Calvary Cemetery in Louisville, Kentucky, and where I'll be parked, probably not in the too distant future. So anyway, this is the end of this film, and we'll go to the next one.